HOA or no HOA. If you're thinking about buying a home in Ocala, Florida, this is one of the biggest decisions you're going to have to make. And a lot of buyers don't realize how important this really is until after they move into their new home. Some people love HOAs because they keep neighborhoods clean and really organized. Others, they avoid them at all costs because they don't want someone else telling them what they can or can't do with their own properties. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the real pros and cons of HOA neighborhoods and non-HOA neighborhoods, and which one might make the most sense for you depending on your current lifestyle and situation. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what an HOA actually is. HOA stands for Homeowners Association. When you buy a home in an HOA community, you're automatically part of that association. The HOA typically collects monthly, quarterly, or annual dues from homeowners, and those funds go towards maintaining parts of the community that you live in. That might include things like landscaping and common areas, neighborhood entrances, clubhouses, swimming pools, fitness centers, walking trails, or even security. The HOA also creates and enforces community rules, sometimes called covenants or restrictions, that homeowner agrees to follow. Those rules are meant to protect property values and keep the neighborhood looking consistent. So let's talk about the benefits here, because there are definitely a lot of positives. One of the biggest advantages of living in an HOA community is maintenance and appearance. HOAs usually have rules that prevent things like overgrown yards, abandoned vehicles, or properties falling into disrepair. That helps keep the neighborhood looking clean and well maintained at all times. And other benefits is amenities. Many HOA communities include things like swimming pools, playgrounds, clubhouses, or even walking trails that homeowners can enjoy without having to maintain them personally. And for some buyers, there's also peace of mind knowing the neighborhood has guidelines that everyone has to agree to follow. In growing cities like Ocala, many new developments are built with HOAs because they help maintain the look and structure of the community over time. Now, let's talk about the downsides, because HOAs definitely aren't for everyone. The first thing most buyers notice is the fees. HOA dues can range from a few $100s per year to several $100s per month, depending on the community and the amenities that they offer. Another downside is restrictions. Some HOAs have rules about things like parking, fencing, paint colors, rental policies, or even holiday decorations. For example, in some communities, you may not be able to park a boat or RV in your driveway, or you may need approval before making changes to your property or home. For some homeowners, that structure is perfectly fine, but for others, it feels like it limits their freedom. And if someone violates those rules, the HOA can issue warnings or fines, which is something buyers should definitely understand before moving into an HOA community. Now, let's talk about the other side of the equation. Neighborhoods without an HOA. The biggest advantage here is freedom. Without an HOA, homeowners generally have more control over their own properties. That means fewer restrictions on things like parking, home modifications, landscaping, or even renting the property. Many buyers prefer this flexibility because they can personalize their property however they see fit. It also means no HOA dues, which can reduce your monthly housing expenses by a ton. In areas around Ocala, Florida, there are still plenty of established neighborhoods where you can find homes without an HOA. However, no HOAs also comes with some trade-offs. Because there isn't a governing association, there are fewer rules about how properties are maintained. That means you could have a beautiful home, but the property right next door might not be kept up in the same way that you do. There are also usually no shared amenities like pools, clubhouses, or maintained common areas. So while you gain the freedom, you lose some of the structure and services that come with HOA communities. So which one is better, HOA or no HOA? Honestly, it depends on the buyer. If you want a neighborhood with amenities, consistency, and structure guidelines, an HOA community might be the perfect fit. But if you prefer flexibility and control over your own property without additional rules, fees, a non-HOA neighborhood could make the most sense. Neither one is automatically better. It really comes down to your lifestyle and your priorities. If you're thinking about buying a home and trying to decide between HOA or non-HOA neighborhoods, I'm always happy to help walk through the pros and cons based on your current situation. You can send me a message and I'll help you figure out what kind of community might be the best fit for you. And if you found this video helpful at all, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.